Earlier this week, Beto O'Rourke held a rally in Los Angeles, California. And prior to the event, I made sure that it was safe to stand on all the tables and chairs. Welcome to a special edition of Be Less Stupid. I'm your host, Jon Hotchkiss. Let's get right to it. On January 27th, Beto O'Rourke held his first rally in California, here in Los Angeles, in his bid to become the Democratic presidential nominee.
That's why I'm running to serve you as the next president of the United States of America, and why I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so.
In just a moment, I'm going to reveal my exclusive, holy crap, drone footage of the embarrassing low voter turnout. But first, I want to quickly give you a preview of an exclusive investigation that will be posted to the channel this week. On Friday night, I was in Las Vegas, and I stayed at the Trump Hotel. I was there actually to see Aerosmith. It's an amazing show, by the way. 2 hours of balls out rock and roll. Joe Perry is one of the finest guitar players in rock history, and Steven Tyler's voice remains full-throated, passionate, and magical. Oh, and one other thing. Before the show, I got to meet Steven Tyler backstage. My wife tells me that I should smile more in photos, so this time I did. And these pictures are the only evidence that you will ever need that that's the last time I listen to my wife ever again. Okay, back to the investigation. Friday night, I stayed at the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. And, well, you know how Trump is always saying America first? Well, I wanted to see if he really means that. So I went to his hotel to check every item in the room to see what country it was made in. And I didn't just check the room, I also checked the gift store in the lobby. I checked the hats, the shirts, the pullovers, and the jackets. So, if you want to know how seriously Trump takes his own America First policy when it comes to buying goods like furniture, appliances like the phone, the fridge, and the microwave, bed sheets, towels, and pillows for his own business, subscribe to this channel right now by clicking the button. I think it's, somewhere over here. And make sure that you hit the little bell so you'll be notified the minute that I post the video. Okay, back to Beto O'Rourke. As you know, O'Rourke challenged our most despicable senator, Ted Cruz, for his seat. The race drew lots of national attention, because of how much people hate Ted Cruz. And thanks to that, Beto raised $80 million. It was the most money ever raised by a candidate running for Senate. Only here's the thing, Beto lost.
Those who chose us came to this country to do better for themselves and for their kids who wouldn't, have also done better for all of us, contributed to our shared success and the greatness of this country.
And yet, despite the loss, in his run for the presidency, Beto's still been able to take in money on the web as if he were a Kardashian, selling pictures of his naked ass on Instagram. In the first 18 days of his presidential run, Beto raised just shy of $10 million from 218,000 donations that averaged about $43 per person. And on the strength of that ability, Beto got rid of the campaign team that ran his Texas race, and he hired a heavy hitter named Jennifer O'Malley Dillon, who was the deputy campaign manager in 2012 for Barack Obama. And that's the good news. Now the bad. And it's not just bad, it's very bad. Very, very embarrassingly bad. It's the kind of news that I predict will likely result in Beto dropping out of the race for president long before the end of the primary season, despite useful energy and campaigning on issues that are actually very important to Democratic voters. On the day that Beto entered the race, he was polling at nearly 12%. However, in the latest polls reported by Real Clear Politics, Beto has dropped to just 4%. To put that into perspective, I am not running for president, nor have I raised any money, and Beto O'Rourke is only beating me by 4%. Why is he dropped? Pundits have a few theories. The two that resonate the most with me are lacks a certain gravitas and that Pete Buttigieg and Beto are walking the same side of the street, and Mayor Pete's a shinier penny with a more compelling backstory. But back to Beto's poll numbers. If you're like me, it's hard to visualize what a 75% drop in popularity looks like. Well, this is what it looks like. There was so much empty ground space at that rally, before it ended, 2 new Starbucks were put up. Now, here's a comparison of voter turnout for candidates running for president who recently held rallies here in Los Angeles. And by the way, you can trust this footage because I was at each of these rallies and I took the video. 3 weeks ago, this was the crowd that turned out for Bernie Sanders. Earlier this week, this is the crowd that turned out for Andrew Yang.
I'm going to have a PowerPoint deck. I'm going to be the first president to use PowerPoint for my State of the Union address. So this is the American scorecard. This is the human-centered capital.
And here's what it looked like for Beto O'Rourke on April 27th.
To transition to renewable energy, to make sure...
Look, I don't plan on being one of those liberals who spends the primaries bashing other Democrats. The truth is, I'm ambivalent about Beto. Although, to be transparent, I did vote for Bernie in the California primary, but I have not committed to him for 2020. In fact, I'm actually leaning towards Elizabeth Warren. The point I want to make is about money and grassroots popularity. There is a finite amount of money individual grassroots liberal Democrats have earmarked as donations to political candidates that they are prepared to support. Meanwhile, there are multiple millions of others who reliably vote Democrat, but who don't donate to candidates. And I suspect that there is no correlation between who the grassroots of the party supports with money and who the party in general is eager to get behind. I worry that charisma and charm and being internet savvy will not be enough to defeat Donald Trump in 2020. And if all the grassroots money goes to the candidate or candidates who don't have the ability to overthrow the king, the Democrats will prove once again that we never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity.
As the indispensable country, convening the other powers of this planet together to do what otherwise is impossible.
That's it for this episode of Be Less Stupid. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, please share it on social media with your friends. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll be the first to see my exclusive investigation of the country of origin of all the amenities inside your room at a Trump hotel. For Be Less Stupid, I'm the host, Jon Hotchkiss. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.